Hello everyone, hope you're right. In today's video, I'm going to transplant my bell pepper, hot pepper and eggplant seedlings. I started these from seeds last month and they are starting to have first set of true leaves. So as you can see, almost all of the bell peppers and hot pepper seeds have germinated, and eggplants, I would say only 70 to 80% germination rate, and some of the seedlings died. I don't know why. So I think they are overcrowded in these little cells. So I'm going to transplant them into bigger plastic pots. I have got these 7-ounce plastic pots, and I have filled them with multi-purpose compost, which I use for all my planting and seed starting and growing plants in containers. It's nice, loose and fluffy. I have moistened it and I have poked some holes in the bottom of the pots. It's really important that your pots and your soil is good draining. You don't want your seedlings to sit in the water or they will rot. So I'm going to take my seedlings gently out of these cells and place them in these new pots. So transplanting can be a little bit tricky. You can do thinning as well if you like. So you can remove some seedlings and you can keep the healthier seedlings. Or as I'm going to do, you can transplant them into separate cups. It's per your choice what you would like to do, how many seedlings or plants you can accommodate in your place. So as you can see, I have gently taken this seedling out. It has got some roots going on. I don't want to disturb the roots, so I'm holding it from the little shoot, and I'm going to fill around the seedling with more compost. So I don't want to bury it too deep. It's the same soil level which it was already before. And these are the cotyledons. As you can see, the cotyledons are the first leaves which emerge from the seeds. They are not true leaves. So this seedling has started to grow first set of its true leaves. So basically, I'm going to transplant all my seedlings the same way I have done this one. I will try to keep as many as possible. So all my bell pepper seedlings are done. I discarded 4 or 5 which were not looking good, and I kept all of like 20 of them. So now I'm going to transplant hot pepper seedlings, which I sowed the seeds of a fresh hot pepper. I cut it open and put the seeds in these cups. Cells. I put 4 to 5 seeds in each cell, and I think they all have germinated. So I'm going to transplant them into these cups the same way I did my bell pepper seedlings. So here all hot pepper seedlings are done. There are 12 in here. I discarded 2 or 3 of them which were not looking good. So I'm going to bottom water them. So I will put the water in the tray and they will soak up some water, and after 10 to 15 minutes I will discard the water that's left in the tray. Now I am going to transplant my eggplant seedlings. I don't have much luck growing eggplants. I grew them last year as well. I don't know what's the problem. Is the problem with the seeds or our environment or climate? Um, the seed germination rate is pretty low, so I put like many seeds in these separate cups, and only few of them have germinated, and a couple of seedlings have already died. I don't know why. So I'm going to transplant them in these 7 ounce cups the same way I did have bell pepper and hot pepper seedlings. So here I have got my eggplant seedlings done as well. There are 7 in total. I discarded 2 or 3 which were not looking quite good. The roots were really weak. These seedlings are looking alright. They are nice and healthy and have got first set of true leaves. So I will keep you updating about their progress. As I mentioned, I didn't have much luck growing eggplants in the past. It could be our humid climate, which is not as warm as eggplants might like. And basically they grow like, as I mentioned, the seed germination rate is not pretty good, but the seeds that germinate, they do really well. They grow like 2 to 3 feet tall, and they produce some blooms, but those blooms never turn into eggplants. So I will see how it goes this year. We are having nice sunny weather, and I hope they will do really well. Here I have got some more bell pepper seedlings which I started a couple of weeks later than the bell pepper seedlings which I did earlier. So these I started from the seeds of a fresh bell pepper this year. The ones that I did earlier were from the seeds of a uh, um, bell pepper which I saved last year. So these are the fresh bell pepper seeds, and they had pretty good germination, and some of them are starting to have first set of true leaves, but there's some problem going on. I don't know what, but some of the seedlings have been eaten. I have been keep watching them closely. There's no slugs or anything going on, but some of the seedlings have been eaten, and basically I want to transplant them into separate crops to save as many as I can. So it will be the same process I did with the other ones. So here I have transplanted some seedlings, and I have left some. So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 seedlings which had got their first set of true leaves, and I have left some which have just germinated and are still not ready to be transplanted. And I will keep them in there, and I will keep watching them as they grow. I may transplant them later on, or I may discard them because I have already got lots of bell pepper seedlings going on. I always like to do more than I need because some seedlings can die later on, and they may not survive transplant shock. So when you transplant your seedlings, they can go under some transplant shock, so you can see stunted growth for a couple of weeks, which is all right. Once they recover from transplant shock, they start growing pretty quick. So some of the seedlings are in 7 ounce cups and some are in bigger cups. So I run out of 7 ounce cups, so I use these bigger yogurt cups which are almost double the size of than these 7 ounce cups, so which means they can stay much longer in these cups than the 7 ounce cups. We are already having pretty nice weather, so once they are 2 to 3 inch tall, I will put them outside in the raised beds if the weather stays nice and warm, or I may wait until all the danger of frost is gone, and then I will transplant these seedlings in my raised beds outside. So I don't need to fertilize the seedlings at this moment. They have got enough nutrients supplied by compost for a couple of weeks, and once they are like 2 to 3 inches tall and have got couple of sets of true leaves, then I will start feeding them on a weekly schedule. And basically, as I mentioned, I prefer to bottom water them, so that's how they can soak up as much water as they need, and then I can discard the rest of the water. And I will keep watching them as they get dry, so I will water them. Otherwise you don't need to water them every day if the weather is cool and moist, so you can leave out some days without watering. So if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel, as it helps me to make more videos, and click on the bell button so you receive all the notifications. Your opinion matters to us, so please leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.